till the wheel fell off. She gave me that face till the pill wore off. I'm feeling like Jason, I killed the shawty. I dropped the top and her weed flew off.
Who are you, and who and what inspired you to making beats?
My name is DJ CBee SUPREME, music producer. I've been producing beats for about 6 years, since 2016. What inspired me to make beats was like Pharrell, his beats hard. Whoever used to do like Currency beats. Teddy Riley, Babyface, Willie Hutch, Juicy J, Talio, Blackout used to play a flat beats back in the day. And that's pretty much it off the top of my head.
How did you start working with Cuxthroat?
I started working with Cuxthroat. It actually is a cool little story. I actually been following his career since like he was like a kid, like low key, like he was with the Crunk Stars. It was like a group at one time. I want to say back in like 05, 04, some shit like that. And then he ended up going solo, being with all the way up on the Kid Shine at the time and stuff like that. When he was doing like do the Pretty Boy. He was cool Courtney at the time like this, so I used to miss that whole swag era because I thought like him and Kid Shine should have been like some of the 4 leaders in it as far as this whole swag era, not so much as Soulja Boy or a lot of those other cats and stuff like that. I mean, they was really like swag, like him and Kid Shine, they was like swag personified like back then, like how they used to flow, dress, all that. And then like I kind of like went like underground for a little while, and like I saw he had got signed to some, I forgot who he got signed to, but he was doing like the college circuit at one time. And then right before I had like started like saying I'm a producer, I had came across a mixtape, I think it was called Got It Out the Mud or something like that, around like 2015 or 2016. And it had the song Money My Girlfriend on that joint. And that joint was like different. It was like wild, it was just smooth, or play it was wavy. And I was like, dang, he's still doing it. And then I had came to find out, like, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't signed no more. He was just back in Memphis, just doing his thing. And I tried to get at him, and like it literally took like from 18, like from when I started like really like reconnecting back with him and stuff, like he'll shout me out. And it took like literally 3 years for us to like get to the point where like we was actually working. We never even met like face to face. We would just be on Instagram and we would just like DM and like pics and stuff like that, comment, and he'll shout me out on his platform for like trying to get at him and stuff like that. And then just one day, like once I had signed my publishing deal with Sony and through BeatStars, and then I had signed a distribution deal through Beatroot with Made in Memphis Entertainment. And I was like, they was like, okay, you can start delivering us projects and start delivering us songs and stuff now. And I was like, man, bruh, like, it's not one of my artists, bruh, like, gonna be like one of the next artists that get signed, because like, he on his own type of time, he be doing different stuff. So I had told him like, look, I just got these deals and they want me to start like pushing out product and stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying, you want to go ahead and work, it'll be about something. It ain't gonna be just like me getting you to record a song and me releasing it out of my house, or out of my studio or my house, or just off my phone. It'll be like a real legitimate release. So shit, he was down, he wasn't working on that. And he just pulled up to a studio, man, on a Monday. Yeah, on a Monday evening, like at like 6 o'clock, when I pulled up. And I was like, dang, I might actually did it. And we just started cool.
What beat did you use for Target, and how did the song come about?
The beat I used was a beat I made. Actually, I made that jump during the pandemic, like, I think around like June of 2020. I was just like, it was like late. I can't sleep because I got PTSD, so I just, got up out of bed, went to my studio at the crib, and just made a beat that was just like indicative of what was going on in my brain at the time, like a whole bunch of like crazy ass shit, whole bunch of stuff just going here, there, and everywhere and stuff like like that. So I don't know how I did it. I can't tell you how long it took me, probably like 5 or 10 minutes. And man, cooked that joint up, and it just sat on my hard drive for like, I think it sat on my hard drive for like a year. I think I had let like one person hear it, and he didn't like it. So I was like, man, I don't think this beat gonna be bumping. So I just let it just sit on my hard drive for like a year. And then like I had, like once I signed my deal, I started to connect with more artists and stuff like that. And I just started sending it back out. And then a female had liked it, but she didn't want to buy it. So I was like, okay, we just move on, because like if they don't want to buy it, you don't really like it. You don't like it, it's really bad. So you know what I'm saying? You like, producers don't want to hear I like it and you're not trying to buy it. If you like it, you gonna buy it. If you love it, you gonna buy it. So you know what I'm saying? So once she said that, I was like, okay, we just move on, because she ain't talking about nothing. So I knew I was finna have a session with him coming up. So it was him and another artist named Luke Spill at the time. They were like really like messing with my beats. And a lot of beats that Cuxthroat had wanted, Luke Spill had already got them joints and recorded on them joints. So he had to like kind of like redo what he wanted to go on. And then he just like, when he pulled up to the studio, he was like, I wanted that other joint, but you said it was gone. And then I got this other song that I want to do. We'll do that next. But it's the one beat you just sent me like a week ago. He said it called Through the Doubt, and that's the beat that he ended up liking. And he like, man, I fuck with that joint. I'm like, for real, you maybe? I like, bro, that jump in on my hard drive like a year. Ain't nobody like that beat, fool. And I was like, dang, yeah, you gonna snatch that joint. Like literally, he loaded it up, and like he ain't had nothing written for that joint. He went in there, Kyle loaded it up. He went in there and just really freestyled that joint like off the dome and off his feeling, and kept walking back in. He'll put his head down with the headphones like this, and then he'll walk back in and just start bumping like 5 lines. And then, man, it was over with, and me and Kyle were like, God damn, this joint go. Kyle like a white Italian dude, and he said that was mine. He said like, dang, hey man, this joint go. And I was like, yeah, this joint do go. And that's how it came about.
Does it release, and what platforms will it be on?
That joint released November the 30th of 2022 of this year. It's gonna release everywhere: Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Red, Deezer, Pandora. I mean, pretty much every platform: Napster, SoundCloud, everywhere. Over in South Africa, Japan, Reso, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram Music, Meta Music, everywhere. It's gonna be everywhere, up for everywhere. And also it's gonna be merch dropping around that same time, like a little hoodie, shirt, hat type of situation going on right there. But there's more details coming soon on it, coming soon. And yep, that's when it's dropping.
What are you working on now, or will be releasing next, or in the upcoming future?
What I'm working on now is just like tons of beats. Also working on Dreamer's Revenge. It's slated to drop if we can like work out everything as far as like with clearing the samples and clearing the artist verses and finishing the artist verses on time. Dreamer's Revenge will drop on Martin Luther King, the Observe Day. I think it's the 18th. Whichever day is the federal holiday, that's the day the Dreamer's Revenge will drop. And then Mojo, project that I'm doing, a quick EP with JP, it's dropping December the 18th. It's got a couple songs on there. His single called Mojo that he did, and Black Bank on there. It's up for pre-order, I think, in like a week or so. But that, and just trying to just connect with more artists and stuff like that. There's a couple of producers I'm trying to get out of town with. I got Freddie River in Texas and stuff like that, trying to get out of town and get up there with him and create some more magic and stuff like that. And I don't know, I think like how I've been like trying to move lately and stuff like that, and just trying to like give the fans more of what they want, and maybe want like certain type of beats, so I try to give them it, and then try to give like them the music and the songs that they want to hear, as far as like, if they want to hear the slow stuff, they want to hear the pop stuff, they want to hear the R&B or the trap soul stuff, or they want to hear something like the Player or Wave, the West Coast stuff that we do over here. You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing, and we just gonna keep doing it till we can't do it no more, till like forever. And yep, that's what we doing.
On my way to the wheel fell off. She gave me that face to the pill wore off. I'm feeling like Jason, I killed the shawty. I dropped the top and her weed flew off. Let's